Nice.
Every election. So now, because they can't beat me, they got to do this smear campaign to convince public opinion that I'm bad for them.
So you said 2 elections. You were first elected in 2021?
No, 2013 was my first election for trustee. I was a trustee. I sat where they are.
Right.
That's why I know the law.
Dolton Council.
Yes.
Elected mayor 2021.
Yes.
Terms 4 years?
Yes.
Okay. Plans of running for re-election?
I'm running for both my seats. And I'm going to win them.
So, and when is the election for Thornton Township?
2025.
So those elections at the same time?
They are.
Bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making it. You know, nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long. I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. You know, live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. I don't know.
Boys, I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting along? You know why? Because we'd be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down.
Yes. Wait a minute. You already know what we will do. If we unite, we'll shut shit down. Blessings. Welcome to Uncensored Enlightenment Talk. Sorry for my delay, y'all. Also, I do want to apologize for change of topic today, okay? We're going to talk a little bit about Kamal Woods and Tiffany Henyard, as you know, but they're not going to be the main topic of today. There are some cases that I want to get my hands on, and the application that I used, it does not have the cases that I need. So I have to purchase another membership and get the cases that I need. So I'm just waiting for a few things to come through so we can follow up with some details about who is Kamal Woods. Okay, but today we're going to start off with to give you guys we're just going to basically talk about what's going on in Thornton Township right now. There is a new development as of a couple of hours ago that I want to make you guys aware of, and I'm a little disappointed. I'm very disappointed here. Let's put this back on the screen. This was a post that I made a couple of weeks ago on my community page. Hold on. On the community page, I made this post about Nate Fields, okay? And I was so excited. Hold on one second. Let me make sure. Come on, baby. Don't do me like that. Hold on one second, y'all. It's acting like a fool. All right. So Nate Fields, okay? On this particular post, we basically highlighted that his petition, he was having a petition event, and he went on to accomplish getting the signatures that he need to run for supervisor of Thornton. Okay, so I left this 8 days ago, and there was an update on his page, and we're gonna bring that up for you. That he stated that he submitted his signature to the clerk so he can get in position to run for Thornton supervisor. So this is the post 5 days ago. So my post was 8 days ago. He accomplished it, okay, in 3 days. He did his thing. Okay, I'm proud of him. I'm proud of the young. When the young people do their thing, I gotta give it to them, because these are the people who are going to actually run the world when we get older. So I love people who are efficient, effective, and honorable. And I don't know why. I like Nate. So this was an update for him. For those that wonder if I have officially filed the required petition signature and document necessary for candidacy for the Thornton Township supervisor for April 1st, 2025 election. Like my SH Jet football coach used to say, if you ain't early, you're late, okay? And I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing because y'all gonna understand because I'm making a joke out of something that I really feel a way about. I think I do that. I make jokes about things I feel a way about. That's from nursing. Like sometimes I will smile and something is really bothering me, but it's really bothering me. So it's funny that he said that. Thank you to everyone that signed and those that continue to express their support. So the main thing that we are focused on is making sure that Hilliard unasked that seat. Me, I'm very open. I'm very liberal. So I want to hear from all candidates. We did that video where we presented all the candidates that was running for Thornton and Dolton. And I was supposed to follow up, but I kind of fell back a little bit just because what I talked about last night in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? Control opposition. I just don't have time for it when you just got a lot of life going on. So I kind of fell back. But there's been some things buzzing. And I wasn't made aware that it was a new update as of 8 hours ago. And I wasn't happy. A letter received by the TT clerk state that I did not file within the independent candidate filing period, which was November 12th to November 11th. Since I did not file within the correct time to file, well, then my petition filings is not an appropriate conformity. So basically his petition is not appropriate because it has been submitted. And since the Illinois election codes require, and this is where is the doozy, since the Illinois election code requires that once a petition is filed, it shall not be withdrawn. The TT clerk is saying that she cannot return my original petition to me, meaning I have to start all over and gather new petition signature. Back to the drawing board. Now, if you don't know who TT is, who he's talking about Thornton Township clerk. Let me put her on a glass. This is exactly what I was worried about and waiting to see what this woman will do in the background or in the front of you legally. This woman is the clerk. So we're going to verify, but I believe she's the woman who received the petition from Nate, filed this petition, possibly, I think definitely knew that he filed it early. Okay? Yeah. Really, really crooked. And then followed through with notifying him that basically, according to this law, and this law, you have filed early and this is not valid. Okay? So, as I was stating to the people, this lady really needs to be watched because she is close to that lady, the Hilliard, the bird in the room. Okay. And this was exactly what I was thinking, that things like this can happen. Not this particular situation, but things like this can happen because this old lady right here, I'm going to get myself big on the screen. She's a old politician wife. Her husband has been in his position since 1998. Was it 1998? He has been the mayor of Phoenix. Okay. Do you not think that's a problem? Do you not think that there were avenues set up and laws and different policies set up to keep him in that position? Okay. They some old school politician gangsters. So, we're going to hope to hear from Nate and what he has to say. But in my opinion, like I said from the beginning, this is the one I I really like the fact that he had his website set up. He had more than a few key points that he wanted to highlight as far as what he will be doing under his administration if he was a supervisor. Some of the key things he was pointing out was like workforce program, educational programs for the veterans, just a few things off the top of my head when we went over that website. So I was very proud of him. So for this to happen, and it's astonishing. And I really think that many people have to pay attention to the candidacy that's going on in Thornton Township, not just Dolton, because Thornton is where the money is at. Thornton is where the money resides, And I think she would not mind just being supervisor of Thornton over Dolton. because Tiffany, the bird, don't like to lose. I'm sorry I had to scare y'all real quick. Don't like to lose. She put her petition in. Okay, and we're going to show you that because I do know Miss Belcher had some posts of her for of house and them putting in their petition, as well as Tiffany Henyard was there causing trouble. Okay, let me get to the comments. Shout out to Valerie. Blessings to you guys. So I believe that was a major update in regards to Thornton. We have to listen out because who is running for Thornton supervisor at this time? There may be a possibility that they said that it was going to be tedious. That guy told you that I thought they may was setting up to come after Tedious Johnson, the elected representative already, that I thought that they're using to kind of come after Tiffany. There is rumors that he may run, but we really literally had only one serious candidate put their paperwork in. And I really believe that Thornton residents needs to take this seriously. So if you want Henyard to that seat, you may want to figure out what's going on with at least this one candidate, Nate Fields, and see what type of support he needs. Definitely he did good to get it done in like 3 days. So I know he's going to bounce back. But it says to me that he still needs support as well, because you can't run a one-man band. So if y'all out there, I'm going to be honest, shout out to Nate Fields. I think it's very important for you guys to support him. Well, definitely, since there's no other candidates coming up right now. You see what I'm saying? And the most money that's still available, at least we know some is available, is in Thornton Township. Also, we have to highlight what I kept saying I was so afraid of. I'm like, this is scary and people will not taking me seriously. Okay. This lady, let's put this on the screen because I put this on my reels the other day, my shorts, and I want you to remind you guys how serious this is. It's not a joke. That's why I believe, in my opinion, Gonzalez played the game he played and said unsafe, just like Tiffany tried to, because if he would have went in there and it was a quorum, then that means that he would have been outvoted. Let's watch this.
Tuesday evening, Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard sat idly waiting to preside over yet another stunted bi-monthly board meeting. Without enough board members to proceed, to Henyard's great frustration, the meeting ended before it even began.
And our job is to come, pay the bills, pass ordinances if need be, and make sure you understand what it is that we have been doing for an entire month. So eventually we will end up in court because this cannot and will not go on. Things to see if we have a quorum.
So obviously she hyper to bring them to court now, just like she was trying to do with the Dolton trustees. But this time I think it's because she thinks that she has a foot in the game. I think she believes that she's going to have a win because the 3-1, because of this lady right here. This was what I was afraid of. So she already pulled one of her Joker cards, okay, Miss Loretta Wiles, by allowing Nate to bring his petition in. And I can't say, now I'm going to say this because to be honest, I have to be honest from a legal perspective. I will pray that they do file some paperwork and just get eyes looked on Loretta Wiles. But honestly, for me, understanding the clerk position, she did her job. And it's so true. It's ridiculous, but it's true. That's why we have to learn law and we got to play checkers, not chess. When I go file a petition, like for instance, when I'm doing real estate, any type, or even filing a lawsuit, plain instance where I had questions about the document I was filing and the clerk could not tell me anything. Sometimes they felt loose, like, okay, just look at this website right here, look at the wall, but they are not legally obligated to give us legal advice and they cannot. So their job is literally to take the paperwork that you give them and file it and make sure that they put their legal stamp and the date on it. And that is proven by housing fraud. When people go and file a quick claim title or quick claim deed on someone's house and they sell it real quick and then a person's living there or they went away for a month, come back, somebody claiming their house. Did you ever hear of that? And you say, how does that happen? And if you listen to those stories, it is literally the clerk who filed the paperwork and allowed that person to transfer the title. But then, do you ever hear the clerk getting in trouble? The reason why she doesn't get in trouble is because the clerk is responsible for millions of documents and thousands of different types of filing. And there's no humanly way possible unless they sectionize particular clerks for each division, criminal, civil, to have idea of what those laws is, even though that's not their requirements. You see what I'm saying? So in this particular situation, I feel like she's playing chess. She knew what the hell she was doing. There are some clerks that'll be like, maybe you'll refer to this and then give you a hint and you'll look, oh, like, damn, it's too early to file. And it has happened to me that I'm like, okay, cool. And like, I had something, I'm like, dang, I'm not going to file it today. She's like, well, did you look at the date of the summons? And then I look like, oh, shit, I got to file it today. Things like that. So it wasn't her legal grounds to tell Nate, but that shows that she's not honorable to the people. That shows that she on some BS. The blessing in this situation, though, I'm going to be honest, is the fact that Nate actually did it so early. So you see why I started laughing, but I was like, damn, that's not funny. It makes me feel away. And I had to learn that about myself. When I was watching the other lives, and there was some things we were talking about that was serious that I didn't, had some thoughts about. And I'm like, girl, why are you smiling? You're smiling because you've been trained to smile to inappropriate things as a nurse, and it looks weird. It looked weird to me. I'm just throwing that out there because I was like, yo, I smile when I know I'm dead upset about this particular situation. So when he said that early is like being early is never too late, that's what he said. Let me just pull this back up real quick to what Nate said, because he did a good job. He tried it. I had to chuckle. So he said, if you ain't early, you late. So what we're going to do is pray for Nate to get this done in the next couple of days. And he still has time to actually submit it. He has till November the 12th. So I know he can do it. You guys in Thornton, please get on it. Help that young man, or y'all going to have Hinyard the bird in there again, liquidating Thornton like she's been doing and trying to do. Okay, hold on. Let's get to some of the comments. Papa Nate, blessings to you. Linda No, blessings to you. Mouse Toes, blessings to you. It's 7 degrees to Kevin Bacon with these politicians. Let me find out. That woman is evil. Nothing she does surprises me. Yeah, but it's this one. I told you, this one. Y'all remember, because y'all been watching me for a while. People who've been with me, I love you guys. And y'all listen to some things I say. I'll be had premonition. I was like, who is that lady next to Tiffany? And why the hell she's so quiet all the time? And then people started telling me who she was. I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep my eyes on her. Then I had her confused a little bit with Stan Brown wife. But we know who Stan Brown wife. They both on this time, though. They on some crookedness. I think Stan Brown wife, we're going to have to talk about her, too. Because Stan Brown ain't... Well, let me not talk about Stan Brown right now, because I done lost all love for you. You see how sensitive I was towards Stan Brown? Like, oh, we got to do this. But don't make me don't like you. Don't make me see that your ass is of the devil. Because once I see you of the devil, I have no sympathy for you. And if you want to be a trickster and all this stuff to the people, you think that you're going to win? And that's to stand my man riding on a bike. You're not going to win. And that's the same thing to Loretta Wiles. I will pray that the people in Phoenix go after her damn husband and get his ass to unask his seat, because I know he rotting it up too. We're going to keep learning. We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep learning. We're going to keep dropping some things, and God going to let me find what's going on. And I'm going to bring the truth to you guys, because that whole Chicago shit is crooked. It is terrible. Blessings to you, Javon. Thank you for being here. So this live is not going to be long, because I may have another surprise for you. Let me stop. It's a surprise. I'm just playing. I may be coming back around like 10:30. So we're going to keep our eye on that. So this one, we're basically just going to go into a few more things. So I wanted to give you that Nate Phil update. We can keep our eye on it. Please protect the young man. Okay. All right. The next thing I wanted to go over, and did I write it in the middle? This is the thing. Now, before I get into Kamal Woods, because like I got an update about him. He ridiculous. I do want to talk about something that Tiffany Henyard, the bird, has said. The bird is her name. She got another name. See, I ain't calling her that B word, the other word. See, I got it together. Now, basically, Henyard was talking about giving people 100% tax rebates, and I was like, what is that? A tax 100%? Y'all know how much the taxes is? What is she talking about? So I wasn't truly educated on exactly how she was going to execute it, the same way that Gonzalez didn't know how she was going to execute it when they asked him that evening. You remember? Because I was like, she probably didn't give him no plan, no nothing. Thank God that thing was just didn't happen, because she was trying to run a play. Okay. So I was educated by one of the residents out there, and I was made aware that one, when you look at your tax bill, what she's talking about giving you guys 100% of is allegedly Thornton taxes, Thornton Township taxes. When you look at your tax bill out there, you're going to notice that it's many different entities that tax you, as we talked about. You got the school board, y'all got colleges, y'all got fire departments, y'all got like 15 people taxing y'all double. I'm so sorry, but one of the entities is Thornton. So to my understanding, I was educated that 100% allegedly would be covering that one Thornton tax, and that can be 0.01%. Remember, she was like, you pay $1, 1%, 1 cent out your dollar, whatever she said, and she was trying to trick people to think that, like, okay, it's just this little bit amount. Well, she was kind of telling the truth. Like, we only take this amount, is literally coming from somewhere else. Tiffany was actually telling the truth. So you got to put 2 and 2 together. So what I was educated about, and I got to get back to, I want to look at it so I can make sure I give you the right information, is that one resident did highlight that tax refund was something that was normal. It was done many times by Zuccarelli. So that was something that was not new. They actually stopped it when Tiffany was in the office. So Tiffany was the one that wasn't honoring that. So now she's trying to use that as a point of reference to say, yeah, I'm helping you guys out. So it says, hold on. Property tax refund project. Let me put it on the screen. I'm going to share it so y'all can see it. And then I'm going to explain to you what the resident explained to me, okay? Because this bro trying to psych you out. Gotcha. It ain't going to probably be nothing. Hold on 1 second. Let me just bring up the actual tax. This was the tax refund project from 2020. So this was the one that was under Zuccarelli to show that this is something that is not new. They've been had this in the work, and she's just pulling it out right now, just before the election. So this is the property refund project 2020. I am pleased to announce that for the 9th time since I was elected township supervisor, Thornton Township finds itself in a financial position to refund to homeowners and owners of apartment buildings of 6 units or less a portion of the property taxes paid. Listen to this, paid to Thornton Township. The average refund check won't be large. He kept it real, though. He said it won't. At least he kept it real. He said it won't be large, amounting to around $55, but it's your money. And if we don't need it, you should get it back, period. Let me find out. Zuccarelli was a little gaslighter. $55. You remember that it was a comment, I believe, from our Levi family, because one of our Levi family members that stated she got 125 or to 150. I was like, what? Remember in the middle of comments, I was like, wait a minute, something all right. But I said, let's just wait to see what actually what Tiffany say, if she was presenting anything, and what Gonzalez had to say. And obviously he don't know how the hell is calculated or whatever, and that's not on him, it's on Tiffany. So at least Zuccarelli said the average refund check won't be large, amount to be around $55, but it's your money. And if we don't need it, you should get it back. That's what we're going to do. Send money back to the homeowners. A portion of their money we don't use and don't need. So whatever. This was it. Let me see if there's anything else on this tax refund thing to break it down. But this is what she made me aware of. So don't believe the hype. Don't believe that you're getting such a big tax break. This is something that, or is anything that's new. This is something that has been done for a while. And I don't have myself on the screen. I do apologize. It's just something that has been done for a while. And Tiffany is trying to, how I can say it, reincarnate it so she can look like she's the big dog in charge. All right. So that's our second update to the Thornton residents, to the Dolton residents. They like, man, just get her out of here so we can just press the restart button. Okay, let's just file bankruptcy and we'll do this shit again, but we just gonna have to get her out. That's how what time Thornton on. They on that. I mean Dolton, they ain't playing. It's like get her out. That's why, you know, the video I made in the middle of the night as far as calling out control opposition is one thing, but I can understand why they are so on the group mentality, because they have a mission to actually get Hindered out. You know, my main thing is that people are cultivating themselves, people are self-sufficient, and people understand that if this government doesn't work for you or something else occur like this should be the time that you should be preparing for your household and yourself, not just, you know, worrying about only this. That's my main thing for saying all of that. You know what I'm saying? When you suppress people, you create a cocktail, like Tupac said, that's gonna blow up in your face. So you need to let them be free and cultivate themselves so they can help themselves and help the system. That's for real. And that's why I support Dolton and Thornton knowing their candidates, doing the research, and working together. But not like a cult though. You know what I'm saying? Not like a cult. All right. So let's move on. Now let's get into Kamal Woods. I told you that this live is not going to be that long, but we're going to get into Kamal Woods. I have been looking for stupid creases. Looking for the creases. Yeah, I've been looking. So what it is that I have Pacer. And Pacer is the United States platform for where you can get all the cases. But you have to understand not every jurisdiction uploads to Pacer. So I believe what happens is that I have to connect to Cook County, Illinois platform to my Pacer. And I'm waiting I did it the other way because I did it the first time and it just didn't work. So I'm doing the other way where I'm doing directly Cook County and Illinois area so I can get these actual cases here. Now, I will be honest, a lot of the cases on this particular page that I see are not new. They're not all new, except for the one that was filed. Dun, 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 on the 18th. This jigger got another one filed. All right, so not only is him and Henry getting kicked out of the home apartment with Miss Janetta, we're going to get into her, and I'm going to give Miss Janetta some advice because my baby looked lost, like she confused and don't know what to do. But in this particular one, you got Glenwood Properties. If y'all can't see, Kamal Woods and Tiffany Henry keep shit busy. Okay, hold on, let's see what's going on. Oh, did you do that? Okay, I wasn't supposed to go backwards. Okay, give me 1 second, y'all. And look at this. If I put Kamal Wood plaintiff, nothing comes up. That man was never in a position, any good position to sue nobody. You put Kamal Woods defendant, everything is about to pop up. Give me 1 second. But he do have a new case. Let me, come on, baby. Did I press in? Come on. Oh, sorry, y'all. I consider Kamal at this point a hobo. I consider him a drifter. He has to be a drifter in real terms, like someone who lives in people's home and don't pay rent, because he has more than one eviction. Okay. And the first few that we talked about, the other evictions was dealing with his wife, and he was evicted prior at his one of his shops that involved Rock Allen clothing. So there is another one that is posted. Okay, so let me just see. This is the Glenwood Property LLC versus Kamal Woods, Rock Allen Clothes, Rock Allen Shoes, Kamara's Kids Boutique. They put all of them. Shalonda Terrell, I guess that's his wife and unknown occupants, or the one he's getting divorced with. So the court date is actually going to be for December the 3rd, and it was filed, as you can see, on October the 18th. Okay. So you remember we was like, he got to go to court on the 20th. So we went live prior to the 20th, and it wasn't the 18th when we knew that him and Henry had to go to court for the eviction with the Miss Granetta lady, and also the eviction. I mean, also he had a court date with his wife for the divorce. And I ain't looked that up yet, but that's something that we can look into. So they keep themselves pretty busy. So this is another eviction as of 2024 that that is coming up. So this is going to be 1:00 on December the 3rd, 2024. So my goal is, once I get into Cook County and Illinois court directory, I will be able to do a comprehensive live. That was actually my goal today, but I was just doing the most. But God gave me the glory to get an update on Nate Fields, and it proves what I have been saying for the last 2 lives, is that Thornton, we have a problem, and we're gonna have to ride this wave. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna get Thornton ready for what's gonna go on. Y'all gonna have to ride this wave. We'll talk about it. So this is Kamal Woods' new eviction. So he has this eviction, and he has the court case going on with his wife. Let me see, can I find anything about that? So that's the city of Chicago. Who is this? I should have pulled up the one with him and his wife already. Hold on 1 second. Let's go to Miss Granetta Hall. While I'm right here on top of this case, I just want to talk to Miss Granetta Hall, because I'm not going to exploit you. I'm not going to exploit you. I want to educate you. Miss Granetta Hall, I'm going to say this. What you did as a landlord was not a good idea. These are some of the details that she has stated in her interview. First and foremost, no landlord allows anyone to move in on cash and don't do a background check. You had to know who Tiffany Henyard was, and you had to hear the controversy first and foremost. You let her move in on cash. That should tell you that's drug dealer moves. For real, for real. You want checks, money orders, and you really want cashier's checks when you're dealing with Henyard or anybody like that, or money orders. Landlords, we never take cash. You don't do that unless you know that you're moving funny and you don't want to put some things on the books. And I'm not throwing that at you, but as a real estate owner, I'm like, yo, you put yourself in this situation, man. Then we're going to highlight that, we'll get to the taxes with your comments. Then we're going to highlight the fact that you kept the utilities in your name. Now, I know this one right here. This monster. I know it's scary. I scared y'all. I'm sorry. I should warn y'all when I'm about to put it on the screen. I know this monster could be intimidated, talk fast, but you as a homeowner and have assets, you supposed to protect you first. And that's what I always talk about, y'all. Y'all gonna have to protect you first and just falling for the hype, falling for the glimmering gold. So you kept the utilities in your name. She probably ain't pay you for that. And you let her move in on cash. So I empathize for you. But as a real estate owner, you should have knew better. So now I'm just gonna give you some advice on what to expect. What I read, the judge accept that she has to have a servicer. She agreed to have a servicer. She has to pay for a servicer because obviously the original court documents that was sent out to whatever address Henyard used, it was returned to the courthouse, and that's how it's not served, because they do the first attempt for you. So now she has to pay for a public processor. That's legal, and I think she should do it the same way that the other guy did it, Mr. Insom. I think that's what she was planning to do. That's why it came out in the open. But if that does not happen and Tiffany does not get served, it does look like they already have a preliminary trial set up coming up in like November But then they have the date that she was talking about. Hold on one second. Let me just put it on the screen. Let me stop guessing. So yeah, so the new court date that it says for trial call new case is going to be by 11/20. So I guess if by 11/7 when they come in for that hearing, if she didn't get her served, they may give her up to 11/20 to get Henyard served so they could actually have the trial. I guess they pre-schedule it, okay? But she has right now until the 7th to try to get Henyard served. So if it does not happen and Henyard does not get served, she'll have to refile her case and make sure that Henyard gets served. Honestly, real is real. This is the situation. I don't even think she should be in that situation because I've been watching for the last, it's been only since, hold up, when did that happen? May? When was Hell Week? It's 5 months. Damn, it seems like I've been with Dolton for years now. For about 5, 6 months. And they've been going through this for about 3 years, girl. And you ain't noticed that? So I'm not being mean, but I just gotta be real. So that's your options. I'm glad that your story went out because there is true. You know, talking to a lot of people who are realtors and talking to people, they're like, she should have knew that. Come on. So it is what it is at this point. So that's gonna be the update. Hopefully she can get her served. So the 7th they can get the proceedings going. If not, it looks like the court gave to the 20th to actually have the trial, possibly knowing that Henyard be getting low in the public. How you in the public and you can't be found? Let's get to some of these comments. Now we have Miss Share. It says I pay $11,960, including taxes in that per year for a 20-acre, 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. Finance for 15 years, 1 year till I'm done. God be the glory, girl. Thank you. You got through that death note. You got 1 more year. You know that it is hard to pay off a mortgage the conventional way. So I ought to give you a shout out. You got stamina. My ass like tax liens, but it is good asset to have. So now you have an asset. But once she finished paying, you're gonna have to pay $11,960 every year if they don't go up on that. So at least she's gonna have to have a minimum amount of $1,000 income to still pay for the house that she paid off already, because of the high ass taxes out there in Dolton and Thornton in Chicago, just the whole area. That is bad. I mentioned that I'm going to be I am appealing my taxes, and I'm going to record it because I can. This is a 1-state recorder. And they said that I can record the hearing anyway. And I'm going to play it for you guys. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to win, if I'm going to lose. I'm kind of ready to lose, but I'm still ready to put up the fight. I have some angles that I am going to, talk about in my appeal process. And maybe some of you guys out there can, anywhere, actually probably take this advice and look in your state and kind of find out the things that I'm asking, because I'm going to state law. Like, did you do this? Was this your process? Did you put us on notice? How many times? And where is the proof? I'm asking that shit. I'm trying to get some administrative pushback. Hey, you will fuck around with me. I'm going to find a way. If you say that this house is assessed for this and I can't beat around that, then we about to see what you did in the process. So that's how I'm coming at it, you guys. So please be aware after the 8th that I'll be uploading it. I hope I don't be embarrassed, but I'm going to try. Look it, nothing be a loser but a try. Like I said, in the great word of the Nate, nothing to be early than to be late. Let me stop. So that's what we're going to be sharing. Now, going back down to the comment, and Kamal not even on the lease. Another mistake. Let me see. I'm gonna go back. He is, because he is on a lease. He's on a lease. He's on it because I pulled this up under Kamal Woods' name, plaintiff, because he's never the defendant. But yeah, he is on the lease. This man connected his name to so much stuff, and that shows you how crooked shit is out there. If this man could still open businesses and have all these evictions on him and crazy stuff like that. Okay. It says yes, they are. Oh, hold on. It says yes, they were Valerie. Thank God she is not our mayor. What y'all talking about? Oh, people were deceived into voting for Tiffany by not checking her criminal record. The real estate owners did the same. Tiffany deceived many. Yes, but Tiffany was a motherfucker. I ain't about to let y'all just say that. Y'all know Tiffany. All right, y'all. That's why I'm gonna stop doing a lot of lives. I'm telling y'all, I'm about to go get the dirt. Y'all about to see how Tiffany was a hot damn mess. She been a hot mess that whole time as a trustee. So I'm just gonna leave it like that because they know what they picked. That's why I said what I said. Control opposition. But I shut up. I don't say too much because regardless, I just want you guys to just be happy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to ruin everybody's perspective. But the real is real. Real is real. And when y'all look at her behavior in the past before she became a mayor, then you're going to be able to see the progression. And you're going to be able to use that as an example for someone else. It's going to be a learning. It's going to be a learning experience for you guys to see. Oh shit, she just said that little thing. I should have noticed that. We're going to learn from Tiffany blunders and people actually falling for her shit. Excuse my language. I was doing good without the cursing. She will be caught. She will be caught. Everything comes to the light in the dark. Now, not that I don't have hope that she'll be caught. We're gonna keep the hope alive. Like I told people, we have to have how are we gonna say have a radical belief when we dealing with here because we're gonna go here. We're gonna show you right here this stupid bird. Oh my god, y'all heard her voice? This bird, I'm gonna make another announcement because if y'all don't know, now you know. She has trying to choose a clerk for Dolton. So she trying to put in alignment just like she did with Thornton. So let's watch this.
Hey guys! Hey, look who it is! Look who I got! I got your new clerk for Dolton right here on the right of me. Tanika! All right, this is a new clerk, Tanika Hughes from the Village of Dolton. Make sure y'all go vote for her. But we're here at Thornton Township, and of course, it's your super mayor today, the people's mayor / people's supervisor. We're here giving away food today, right now. So you're watching this live. Come to 333 East 162nd Street here in Thornton Township.
I'm over it. That was already uploaded by a content creator. So y'all watch that BS. I just wanted to write her name down. What's her name? Tamika House? No. What's her name? Hold on.
Tanika!
What's her name?
On the right of me. Hey guys! Hey, look who it is! Look who I got! I got your new clerk for Dolton right here on the right of me. Tanika! All right, this is a new clerk, Tanika Hughes from the Village.
Hughes. Okay, let me make sure I write that down. I'm sorry, I didn't write the last name down. Y'all know I'm gonna try to look into who Tamika Hughes is and try to look at her looking all dusty next to Tiffany. Tiffany like sounding like a freaking scarecrow and shit. Get her off of my screen. I'm just so done. That's the other announcement. That is her clerk that she has running on her ticket. And we're going to show you a video that I haven't seen people put up. I'm surprised as of yet, but we're gonna let's go see if we can put it up. Jesus. So Miss Belcher and the other trustees also have hand in their petitions. Now I don't believe they handed their thing in early, but hold on one second because my computer running a little bit slow. Please hit the like button. I appreciate you guys being here with me today. I'm sorry, I had to put the face to my damn thing. Like, get it together. Hold on, y'all. It's just don't do me like that. All right. I think it was on the Dolton page. Let me just triple check if it was on the Dolton page or if it was on Kiana page per se. I don't know why my thing acting so slow. But it is a video, and I think I sent it to myself if I can't find it. where they were in submitting their paperwork and Tiffany was acting like a fool. Let me switch my account. Tiffany started acting up and arguing with the clerk. Well, I mean, with the lady who was submitting the papers. Let me just go and find it for you guys. That was the last thing that I want to show y'all tonight before I come back later on tonight. Most likely, I'll have a good surprise for you guys who truly care about what's going on. I'm so grateful that I was able to get a heads up on the Nate Fields situation because I truly appreciate what he's doing as a young man, and I really think that he's out there by himself. So for him to be out there by himself and taking the torch in his hand, come on, man. Hold on, y'all. I know I hit a lot of buttons, but Jesus, give me 1 second. I'm grateful that he's taking the torch in his hand and doing what he has to do. So you guys that live in Thornton, please help him, or you guys find somebody to run. Plain and simple. Hold on. I'm trying to find a video. I'm gonna find a video for you guys. Bear with me, okay? And I don't know if he posted adults in politics. I know I saw it. And I don't like when I don't have it together, y'all, because I'll be sitting here trying to find it. But I know nobody put it up. But let me see if I put Kiana's name up there. Basically, what was happening, if I can't find it, they were going to hand in their paperwork and they were there for like 20 minutes or so. Let me go on my email real quick. And Tiffany was up there and she was next to who was the dark skinned lady that was next to her that was running? I don't know. It didn't look like it was the other trustee. Because Brown is not running right now. Please bear with me because I'm here looking for the video. Because I was going to show it to y'all, but then I didn't. I didn't upload it. Tiffany threats opponents with arrest. Man wrongfully accused. Y'all know I'm trying to change up some of my content as well. Please hit the like button. Oh, and then also it was a township talk as well. I can pull that up for you guys. Y'all know it was a township talk right after that. And this is the channel. While I can't find that video, I did find something else that I had brought up to y'all before. It was a YouTube channel that is going to the township talk, and I couldn't find the YouTube channel, but I have it now. This is SS in Action. I knew it was SSA. That's what I remember, but it's called SS in Action. And 3 days ago, I think right after the council meeting, they did this. And guess who they had? They had Mr. Fire, Mr. Volunteer William, the housing director, who was fired up there. Okay? So let's watch a little bit of this for a second while I find that clip. I'm trying to find a clip of Finger acting like a...
Thank you so much for joining our Township Talk meeting. We would like to start our meeting. Thank you so much for your patience. On our panel today, we have our direct supervisors, managers, and directors. And we would like to take this opportunity for each person to introduce themselves and their department and what their department responsibilities are. And then at the end, we will open the floor up for resident comments. So I will start. My name is Aquila Willis. I am the HR manager responsible for hiring. We currently do not have any openings. However, we're always looking for experienced workers who can add value to our team. We also hire during the summer for our summer lawn care HAP program and also student workers. And so we welcome you to submit your application online at thorntontownship.com. We have a general application that you can submit, and we also, when we are hiring, will have specified positions that are available. So again, thank you this evening for coming to Township Talk.
Good evening, my name is Marilyn Jenkins. I am the manager over the HAP program, which is the senior lawn care. We've got the senior lawns during the season. Our season will be ending on October 31st. It will reopen for applications in February, and then the new season will start in May. I am also over the community outreach engagement. Right now, we are doing the Christmas toy registration, and that registration will be going up now until November 4th. The hours for that is 9 a.m. to 12, then 1 to 6 p.m. And then on Saturday, it's probably going to be from 10 to 12.
They probably blocked me.
Hi, good evening. My name is Ebony. I'm the manager at Youth and Family Services. So currently right now we have our after school program. The program runs from Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. We are in partnership with the transportation department. So we currently have 8 schools where we actually pick the kids up from school and bring them to the after school program, which is a great relief to the parents, of course, with their transportation. Once the kids come to the program, we do homework help. We do provide them with a snack. Different snacks are the sandwiches, juice, water, fruit, Lunchables, things of that nature, right, for snacks. Each day we also have a project for them, so it's not like we're just there and then just run around playing or on phones or anything like that.
So this is, I'm not going to play this whole 15-minute video. To the Thornton Township people, there is another content creator called SS in Action, and he is there at these Thornton Township talks. Now, the reason why I do think is important because you have departments heads here in Thornton that you need to get to know, because these are the ones too that have their hand in the pots. And I'm not saying that these are the bad guys, but once she's out of there, you want to know who you talk to about what services, if that's your main thing, or how to get involved in participating in services and receiving funding from services. As y'all know, I'm grassroots. Y'all don't have to depend on these departments, and y'all don't have to depend on Tiffany Henyard. You literally can come up with a great grassroots program after school. As I told you, we mentioned a lot of other stuff, and you petition it to them, and then get them to cut the damn check, and you guys put y'all pedal to the metal, because nobody's going to save y'all at this point. Welcome. I can't find that video. I think when I come back on at 10:30, my surprise, I'll have that video for you guys to see how contentious and stupid Miss Henyard is in the midst of her registering herself for mayordomship. Okay, let's just get to the comments real quick, because I see we have a few superstars. All of my people superstar, which I know I love when Mr. Paul Roberts is here. Why does Thornton Township pay 8 employees to sit in a big room and talk to 2 residents? Honestly, that's what I said. People right now, if she has this, they need to go over there and get to know these people, figure out what they do, how they spend their money, ask them the tough questions, since they want to sit there so big and bad and bold and they're getting paid. March y'all booties right on down there like y'all do on the meetings and ask them some questions. So that's why I brought it up to you guys, to know that they are having these meetings. There are people who are streaming them. And again, if you haven't seen the content creator, I don't know them. I'm just, I'm universal here. You putting in that work, I'm going to give you that credit. So Thornton Township Talks, he did 2, at least that I saw. It's SS in Action. He don't have much subscribers. Go subscribe to his page, Thornton, because Thornton, y'all asses is in the battle. Okay. Now, Mr. Roberts, if you didn't hear what I said, I think you should be aware of what's going on with Nate Fields and the fact that the clerk accepts his petition early. and it was too early according to the law, and they updated and let them know that it's basically voided, that is not accepted. So he has to start all over again, Paul. So what I was saying to the people of Thornton, if you take this seriously when it comes to having him as that seat, excuse my language, I'm doing good. One, you have to have more than one person running. Two, if y'all have just him running right at this moment, I have to go out and support that man. I don't believe that he has a team around him. I do believe he does have an idea. I do think that he will be dedicated to the people for some apparent reason. This is just the vibe that I'm getting. My first actual pick to run for Thornton trustee or supervisor is actually Mr. Roberts. Dun 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 dun. That's actually my first pick. But I know some people don't even want to deal with shit, and that's understandable. But what I have been talking to the residents that I love and I talk to out there is that you have to stand up. You have to. Sometimes God put you in a position, and you may not feel like you're ready, but you may be the one that needs to be in that position to help your community. Especially all the hard work that you have put in, Mr. Roberts. You already have a name. I'm kind of pressuring you just a little bit. Save Thornton. No, it's very important to save Thornton because y'all got to get Tiffany Henyard out of there, even though she did not put in her signatures to run for Thornton. But I think that's next. You guys have to be very, very afraid because, as I believe, she will give up her seat in Dolton as mayor because she already, how are we going to say, drank the swamp? She took everything she can out of there. And now she can still be big kahootas on the block by being the person in charge of resources through Thornton. Y'all need to get her. Also highlighting that this person, Mr. Roberts, who I mentioned, and if you got any information on it, please share with me, because I'm going down the road of officer, in police in Phoenix and Dolton. I'm kind of around that way because that's kind of like my main theme here is, I think I'm going to be highlighting a lot of police brutalities, wrongful things like that. But with that goes to say, this young lady that's sitting next to Henyard, she accepted the paperwork. She wasn't even honorable to hint to him to say, check the law. So this proved to me what I was concerned about. Very, very concerned. I do want to ask you a question if you're still in the audience, Mr. Roberts. But before I ask you that, back in January, residents will actually attend, but they stopped answering any pointed questions. Well, put them on a glass. Are they hireable or fireable? Are they how can I say? Are they votable or fireable? These people. And whatever their position is, y'all go for their asses. Just like y'all gonna have to go for Loretta. Go get her out of that clerk position yesterday. She thinks she gonna hold it down like her husband held down being a mayor for 1,000 years. No, this was her first transparent move to show you guys she don't have your best interests in mind, and she is a snake, allegedly. Okay, so let me get back to this. What I wanted to ask you, I knew I should have asked you before I read the damn question, but let me read everybody else comments. Please hit the subscribe. Thank you, Valerie, for all you do. She's only giving her stupid speech. It's not Township talk. It's everyone listening and no talking. Well, that's still the time for people to get at her too, but she said it's all the department heads that's there. So if y'all put pressure on them damn department heads, that's another line or degree of pressure that you can put on her, make them uncomfortable so they won't be so belligerent in their unjustly practices by supporting Henyard. Paul, wonder how you could get Kamal to do a department report on his department. We'll never see it. Yes, and it's a few things actually in Dolton politics that's highlighting the pay and the money that was going in and out. You can see on some of the transactions that they were pulling out money out of the kids program at least 3, 4, 5 times a month. And nobody talks about these kids program but the lawn program. So maybe y'all can educate me about the rest of the programs. I see after school, I'm gonna finish watch that, but after school, it seems to be coming off the credit card. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on. Paul, did Chris find her today? I saw they were looking to serve her still. They just need to wait till she come to that meeting because she gonna come to Thornton meeting. I don't know why they didn't catch her then. She was there. She gonna come to Thornton meeting because she thinks she has the upper hand. And that's what I wanted to ask you, Mr. Roberts. What do you think about the position that Thornton is in right now when it comes to a 3-2 vote? Because to my understanding, hold on a second. Sneeze, cough at the same time. To my understanding, that the process to get another trustee in there, they all have to vote on that trustee. So what would be actually a strategy that you guys can use to get the playing field even? Honestly, I think what Gonzalez did was very smart by staying his ass in the basement, because everything on that list would have went through. I mean, am I getting it wrong, Mr. Roberts? You let me know. So what are y'all strategies right now, knowing that y'all in a tight situation? We need some superheroes to come through. I mean, for real. I know somebody I want to run for trustee at least. And they won't, because they don't want nothing to do with it. But they do, but they don't. And I know it's a hard situation to be in because you're going to have to dedicate yourself to it. But I think it'd be something that would be well rewarding to people like you and the person I'm talking about, putting pressure on them. She's like, no, I want to help it. I'm not doing that. I'm like, oh, I love you. Okay, it says, we see how FBI investigations go. How is it she's not locked? Yes, locked up. I'm with you. Can't imagine her being straight without the peeps of her community. Sounds way too fishy for me. I can't even understand how she's this far. It doesn't make sense how she doesn't have a charge yet. I told you, just to be indicted is not a charge. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, this is Mr. Roberts' response. Ms. Shear, there is a lot of pressure on Kamal, but he will never give a department head report. They canceled the 9/24 meeting before the trustees can discuss him in closed session. He probably can't even write. Somebody would tell, they was like, he looked like he stink. I started cracking up. I said, he looked like he do like one of them drug dealers that been outside for 5 days and smell like outside and mildew. Stank, just stankiness. Okay. Miss Shear saw an old Dolton meeting today with Riley. A trustee was asking for a vote. Riley kept doing the Tiffany thing. The trustee just repeated the same thing 14 times. Riley finally gave in. It was funny. She picked that up, right? She got it. She got her tactics from things that she saw and things that she been implementing. Mr. Roberts, no, when there is a quorum of 3, nothing passed without an unanimous vote. Okay, good. Chris will have had veto power on 10/22. How do he have veto power? You know how that is that. You so smart. How would he have veto power? And that's great. So basically, hold up. It says no when there is a quorum of 3. But it would have been okay, because Carmen didn't show up. But when Carmen shows up and Chris is there, it's going to be a quorum. So this is what they're going to pull for the rest of the time until they get her out of there? With Carmen not going to show up? Or one of them don't show up? I mean, that's what I was thinking. I know this was chess. Hey, I don't get what they say. They say, oh, it was just because it was chess. But that's good if you say that he had veto power. So if you could educate us on how he would have had veto power, he should have just went upstairs then, just for the day, to show her she ain't got no power. So Will Grant, I feel for you guys in Dolton. Glad my town isn't in scrambles. Ghetto trash is what I see. It's got to be embarrassing. Don't talk too fast, Will. Have you been going to your council meetings or something could be boiling up? Same thing over here. I was paying attention to my council meeting. I was like, what's going on around here? I'm paying attention to Dolton, and now I got to start paying attention to this. And what made me start paying attention is because the tax thing. So go over in there. I hope you active. Don't be over there like bragging, because it's up all over. You remember just the other day, y'all probably didn't watch it. It was on one of my other topics. I told y'all get there because I'm very diverse and I'm showing you other corruptedness. In Fulton County, right out here, they were throwing ping pong balls at the trustees, at the board members. They fucking over it. Imagine 50, 60 people throwing ping pong balls at our board members. I was like, yo, if that was Hinyard in them, this would be crazy. So just know that it's going down a lot of places. And if it's not going down where you at, you lucky. You lucky. Okay, so run out the clock and allow the open trustee position to an election. 60 days and within the last 10 minutes is how Hinyard was appointed. Do what she do. That's what she did. That's what I'm saying. What y'all gonna do? Run out the clock? What was your response? Tiffany and Darlene vote opposite of Chris. If Chris votes different from them, it doesn't pass. Is that because of his position as a trustee? I need to get you over here. You know I'll be asking you those questions. All right, I don't want to dig into it, but I will figure that out. Try to figure out a little bit more. Because you get to answer the question, I got another question. Is that because of this? Please educate me. I love it, and educate the audience too. So maybe I won't be so scary. I'm nervous for y'all. Shit. The hint. She got it by the almost. So this is what Mr. Paul Roberts said. Tiff and Darlene vote opposite of Chris. If Chris votes different from them, it doesn't pass. So that's some research that some of the other residents can do to look into that. Like, what is the actual, how the votes are tallied up. And it looks like Chris may have a stronger vote. And I don't know why. You can tell me why. Is it that he's been there longer? So he should have went up there. That's what I was saying. If he could do that, thank you. This my girl. We just be like, well, take your ass up there and beat her up. Like, let's go. Like, let's show her because she crazy. So he should have went up there. And the honeymoon was like, damn, Chris. All right. Tiffany didn't want to give the veto power to Chris, so she pretended he wasn't there, even though the clerk told him he was present. And he stayed downstairs, though. He should have went upstairs. He should have just went upstairs then if he had the veto power. I'm thinking he in a bind, but hey, to each his own too, because Chris been a trustee for a while. You guys know what's going on. So at the end of the day, is there going to be another Thornton meeting in the next couple of days since that one was canceled? That's the one we're looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. I'm like, that's going to be 5. It's going to be straight Georgia 5. It is. All right. So it says here, Paul, my lingering question. At the contempt of court hearing at 2, the day after the meeting, crickets about what happened about that. So what happened? Did they ever go to court after that? That's what she want to know. The day after Tiffany actually violated, I believe she violated the contempt order as well by not putting who she wanted to allegedly appoint on the meeting, on the agenda, and then she was one place and they was another place. If she really was about it, she would have put them on there the right way and went down to the other place. But she still want to cause controversy. So that's a question, because honestly, that judge should have been held in contempt the first time, like I said, and then definitely then, because she did not follow what she was supposed to, which is the guidelines, which is to allow the trustees to know who she's trying to appoint. That person has to fit the criteria too, because if you look at the details of his order, one of the reasons why he said it was such an emergency to give them an emergency injunction is because of the people that they chose. So he mentioned something about the person being qualified too. It was something to that nature. So if y'all can update us on what happened with that, because obviously nothing that she was up there talking shit. Okay. Honeymoon, Chris was there, but all the residents was downstairs. Tiff wouldn't let that come into the meeting upstairs. Wouldn't let them come up to the meeting upstairs. So that was his other thing, that the people were locked out. Because I know Dolton trustees had to do that as well. They left. Remember that time where everybody couldn't get in and they got up and left? I wasn't mad at them. Okay, it was put off again, wasn't it? Thank you, Cher. I'm getting to the last few comments because I don't want to make this long. I'm planning on coming back. I will hope that, like I said, I'm stressing independence. I'm stressing people literally utilizing their power to work together. The only way that you can utilize your power if you be you, if you be open to say and do what you need to do. But that's not going to happen if you have people controlling the narrative and you feel uncomfortable. I know some good people in Thornton, and I keep saying, won't you just run? You're such a good person, and you got this background, and they like, hell to the no, no. To the no, no, no. I had to sing that. They said no. They don't want the drama. They don't want the clicky. They don't want none of that. They just want to retire in peace. And that's why I understand what Mr. Roberts saying. But what if y'all get Tiffany again? What if you get someone like her? Because I'm making you feel guilty. Because you don't want to take the torch. We need you. We need you. No, but honestly, if you don't want to run, I know you know a few good people in your circle. Y'all have to push that and put the competition on her. Because again, the scary part, which is still there, Thornton has a budget. Y'all still got monies for her to spend and act like it's her pocketbook. Look at the numbers of seats. Look at the who sat in the reserve seats. There was only like 30 seats, if that. Upstairs, it looked like it was 15. It didn't look much. They was spaced the hell out and everything. The court date was extended for contempt, I believe. Sounds about familiar. I think I heard somebody say that, but I didn't see nothing indefinitely. It got quiet. Puffy thought he was getting away with everything because the feds had not showed up for years and years. He thinks a little different. He thinks a little different right now. Evil never wins. Yeah, but what actually set Puffy case off was that civil lawsuit that he settled. They took all of that and started to pursue it. Once he acquiesced to that, it was a wrap. And that's where they went in to get the rest of what they need, dog. But yeah, they was watching them. They just needed something. There were only 5 seats for the public. I told you, it looked like 15. There were only 5 seats for the public upstairs. Security guards actually told the public the meeting is upstairs, but you can't get inside. Did y'all file another complaint? If they said that, file another complaint. Please. Did he say that? Yes, FBI has been busy, but I swear after election is going on, game on. What I had to add that I believe, because I was just about to say whatever, honeymoon. Let me see. Let's have some hope. I'm still trying to have some hope, but the way shit looking, I'm like, yo, let's prepare. Fuck it. Buy your gold. Get your land. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing. No, I'm not playing, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Get your households together just in case anything happened. I hope everyone is in both places woke up and get to the polls and vote. Yes, and I do want to highlight, when I was looking at the numbers, 20,000 people who lived there, only like 2,500 voted. It looked like 2,500 people voted in that other election, the last one. 2,500. The hell going on? I can't talk because I don't vote, but that's what it is. I just have to say that. That's what it was. But y'all choose to do what y'all need to do, and we got to deal with the situation. Like I'm saying, if you ain't going to vote, you better put in that grassroots to make sure that you're putting in a program that's going to help your community. Try your best. But that's too many daggone people in that city, in that town, and only less than like 1%. No, that's 2%. That's 1%. 1 point something percent. 20,000 and 2,000. Yeah, I know I'm a little not the best mathematician, but that sounds about right. So they need to get out and vote. Get out and vote. All right, especially in this situation, because at least you don't have the electoral college that supersedes your vote. At least y'all know that this vote is going to count. They're like, what is she talking about? Paul Roberts know what I'm talking about. People know about it, but they don't believe that the electoral college chose the president. They were like, no, that's not true. Okay. Hopefully the voters will take out the trash in February. Yes. February is the election. I thought it was November. No. November is for the president. February is for Henyard, right? November is coming up. It's for the presidential election. February is for Dolton and Thornton. That's why you have Nate Fields have between the 12th and the 17th, I think, if I'm saying those date rights, to submit his petition. So that's why it's that. That's what they're talking about. Yes, you know I'm optimistic. Yes, I know you are. I love you. I am to a certain extent, but I'll be like, I'm over it. Push the red button. Gotta go. Okay, it says we're writing the Attorney General about the 1022 meeting. I knew you was on that shit like kryptonite. They had a quorum of 3 and Tiffany lied. Said they did not, although she knew better. All right. So you think Gonzalez will get in trouble because he didn't go upstairs? I'm just asking, like, what, you know, if y'all submit that, which you supposed to get her, but Gonzalez was downstairs, but he gonna say the safety as well as the residents, so he got his back. Okay. Yes, I am an ATL dog. Yes, I'm in ATL. I live in Atlanta and I'm from Jersey. That's where you hear the Jersey accent. That's where I'm from, baby. Oh yes, Paul, you do such a great job when you write. Yes, and talk. But no more analogs. I'm just playing. And Paul, when is your court date? Please let me know at least so I can post it in my community page. And then if people are allowed to attend, they could be up in there. Like, you know, like swimwear. If not, you could at least just give us the date so we can send you some moral support because we got your damn back. Okay? So please let us know the date. So I put it up in the community page. We put some prayers out on you. I already know you got this in the bag. You know what I'm saying? Got this in the bag. But at the end of the day, we still want to support you on that. We did not forget that you got a court date with. I'm giving y'all heads up this time. I'm about to put her on a glass, so I ain't gonna scare y'all. Oh, you got a court date with this monster. Put her on the glass. Okay. So we're gonna get down. Every time I'm getting down to the last bit of questions, comments, y'all come with some more. Paul, at the big chaos meeting with you, there was 2 votes that were no. Tiff put on the record they were yes. Chaos interrupted that Tiff smiling and she left. Wonder if minutes were reflecting that. So she's talking about them mixing up the votes. And which one are you talking about? Because they didn't vote on anything the last one. You talking about the meeting prior to that? Y'all having a private conversation over there, and I'm like trying to catch up. All right, February 2025 is the primary election for the village. Yes, the general election is April 1st. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I'm stressing. I got to deal with this shit till April. And I ain't even there. Y'all should, Paul, you got stamina. I thought it was going to be over in February. Damn, we got to fight this monster till April 1st, 2025. We don't know yet if Township will have a primary or if the Democratic committee man will prevent it. Okay, keep us posted on that, okay? Shit, you done stressed me out, Paul. I thought we was close to the finish line. That's like you getting there, you all tired and dehydrated. And they were like 3 more miles. You're like, oh, that's what you just did to me, Paul. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for your explanation. Thank you for being part of the audience today. Thank you for being part of our updates. And remember, I'm stressing. Please help Nate Fields. I'm in Georgia too, baby. The ballot shocked me. Only one dim on the whole ballot. Didn't see that coming. I'm more concerned of the process. I just know that I'm gonna give y'all a heads up just what's going on in Georgia, because if y'all care about the presidency, Georgia is a primary state that actually can sway the presidential election. And I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys, but a nurse that I just started working private duty with, she actually do the Fulton County elections, and she explained on how upset she was the last presidential elections, that as she left, they were still counting the ballots, and a half an hour later they stopped counting the ballots, and then in the morning they said they were restarting, which was not standard practice, and it literally went up 3,000 to 4,000 in votes. It said that it was mail-in ballots, and she knew that couldn't virtually be possible because they did not even have poll workers overnight for that to happen. She also went into what I was showing you guys. A few episodes that I showed you, the election board committee out here in Fulton, they allegedly said that they were Republican driven. They were trying to actually have a check and balance system in recounting the votes. That's maybe something y'all need to look at out there too, because I don't know how y'all count your vote in Dolton and Thornton, but don't let that be in charge, or none of her people, like Mr. Burge, Ronnie Burge. Y'all remember he was counting before. Y'all better not let that jigger count. See, y'all better glad that Grace Levi remember, because I just thought about it like, wait, something was shady the last election that I remember. Ronnie Burge, that fake police, that guy, he was helping count the election when he lost. Y'all know what I'm saying? Keep your eyes out for that. All right. So anyway, what ended up happening is that the Republican board out here okayed the check and balance system of a three people recount. Then they sued in court, and that's what I showed you guys, the court hearing, just the nonsense. We went back and forth with that, and guess what? The judge sided with basically the Democrats. What they're trying to say is the Democrats, that one, no matter what the election person or the counter believe, if it's fraud, if they believe something shady, they have to certify the count. He said that he mentioned in the court hearing that they can put a little note that maybe they don't feel comfortable, maybe they think it's some fraud, but they have to certify the count no matter what, that they will not implement the check and balance system of the 3-person count, because they allegedly said that it will be too much stress on the system and that people can't learn that fast. Fucked up, right? Yo, it's a setup. So when I talked to the nurse who I work with, she was like, that is bullshit. She was like, it won't even take anything. And that's what I was talking about. You only need 9 people to do a 3-check count. 3 people on the shift when the polls close, from 10 to 3, 3 to 6, and 6 to 9. 3 people each. And you would get that count done. But she was like, simple, like we can't count. But that's what the government wants you to do. Wants you to think that you can't do things and that things are so technical that it just cannot be done. So this is why I believe that it may be some election fraud that happened out here. But I'm going to just take a whole glass and shut the hell up. So if that's something that y'all need to pay attention to out there in Dolton and Thornton, the actual election process, who has it, who heads it, who counts it, Ronnie Bird, better not be him. You better go get him, Paul. You better eliminate him now, okay? Because So Georgia just stated that the election won't be called till 3 days after. Y'all done made me pull my fake skin off my neck. Look, you stressing me out. And I don't even vote. And I'm telling you, I know injustice and it bothers me. This is trifling. We're going to follow up with what's going on with Georgia. Thank you, Sheer. I appreciate you being so well-rounded and knowing what's going on around here. They said, fuck it, we ain't going to do it the next day. We're going to do 3 days. Why you need 3 days for when you're not going to certify the vote with a human count? And this is what I found out. Allegedly, Ivanka Trump has some shares in some election machines. Now, even though Trump called election fraud last year, that doesn't mean that I'm, trying to put something. I don't know. But what I can say is that if Ivanka could have shares and be in some type of control position with election poll, like the actual machines, then we have other people who have shares and control, and we don't know who they are. I'm just saying, I know it's not just Ivanka. It got to be other people. This is the shit that we need to pay attention to. Grassroots. Y'all keep it going. Let's get back to the questions. I'm worried about them always wanting to, since what it say, always wanting the seniors to register to vote. Yes, the young people have to unite with the seniors. That's why I like the fact that Mr. Fields is who he is. I think that Mr. Fields, I think Nate Fields is like a person that grew up under older people. So I can tell he's very respectable to the older people, which y'all consider seniors, and he don't mind taking advice, and he don't mind growing. So you have a good-hearted person, don't mind taking advice, and is respectful to elders. Go get them Nate Field. I'm just being honest. You see what I'm saying? While they targeted them, I'm sending a message to Nate. Target the colleges, students your age, show them what you're doing, and go get them seniors and go love them asses up and get them away from Tiffany. What happened in the court with Paul and Tiffany? Nothing yet, right, Paul? You didn't go to court yet because we want your court date so we can pray for you. So we can pray for you. Get her ass in trouble. She should be in jail for filing a false police report, and then you sue her. Paul, okay? Someone needs to check Tiffany's signatures and make sure that they are legit. When I come back, I'll have the video to show y'all how she behaved. That's why she probably caused a little disturbance so people won't look at it. You know, criminals, that's what they do, cause a little disturbance when they're trying to slip a fake check. You know what I'm saying? Honeymoon, go watch 924 Me, and I about went through my phone screen to protect Paul. Yeah, I was upset. I was pissed. I was with you. I was like, what the? I was mad. I was with you. I felt some way. The judge proposed mediation between Tiffany and me. Okay, but my attorney said that mediation would be a waste of time with her. He and Tiffany lawyers will talk. Mine are very confident. Confident. I'm saying it wrong. Okay, but that's good. Y'all. What you trying to get out of the case? What is it to mediate? Tell her to bring it on. Bring it on. She want to sit there and file fake reports. So we heard it here. They're still waiting for the lawyers to mediate, and his lawyers will update him. He said his lawyer is very confident. It was a while there threw me off. I knew that's what you were saying. Oh yes, I have. Laugh out loud. I knew that they had went to court, but didn't remember what happened. Okay, good. I didn't know when they went to court. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't been keeping up totally on Dolton and Thornton. I've been trying to make money. I quit my day job. I'm not playing. I'm dead serious. Anyway, moving forward, it's so unheard of, but a lot of hink crap went down in Fulton County. There was amazing auditors documentaries on it. Yeah, it's gonna happen again. Y'all better be ready. That's what I said. If y'all don't get the outcome that y'all want on any election, the main thing that y'all need to do is prepare your households for what may happen and what can happen. Because no matter who you elect for president, mayor, things like that, when natural disasters happen, the economy about to fuck up, is nothing that they can say or do for you. So keep your priorities on that as well, okay? She went after Paul and even called the cops while at Hooters. Yeah, we talked about that. Confident. He is going to prove she filed a false report. Yes. Mediation is just one way for her to say she's trying to work it out. Or or not have like anything against her. So it'll come to a settlement. That's what mediation ended up doing, kind of taking the shit off the books. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I don't really like mediation, especially when you have facts. They do that in healthcare. That's why a lot of rogue doctors, fucked up doctors, you won't know them because they take these liability cases and make them go to mediation and usually get a settlement. But they pulled that law out just to give y'all a heads up how mediation can also deter the truth from coming out. That's why I'm over it. Yeah, a lot of road doctors. I was like, how the hell this patient got a Z on their stomach? How many patients they gonna send with a Z? This damn doctor is hacking people. Nobody did anything. Mediation. I said, yeah, nobody know what the hell he doing. So let's hope that y'all take it to trial just because, and then you could sue her for your money back. I don't know how you're gonna get it back, Paul, because you have to track it down, but you could get it. All right. Oh, Paul, what papers did Tiffany take from you in that meeting as she left? Praying minds want to know, did she take a paper from you? Was that the paper that you wrote your speech on? They're trying to say, because I remember you was moving the paper around, and I was like, what is that paper he put in their face? But was actually looked like your speech. Like, I didn't say anything. That's what it looked like to me. It says Keith Price refused mediation with trustees Carmen Carlise in the same courtroom. What's going on with them? They have restraining orders against each other? Well, gave me your heads up, because I don't follow a lot of people because I'll be so busy. But I didn't know Keith Price had an issue with Carmen in the same courtroom. Is that something I could Google? Because I'm waiting to get access to Cook County's cases. I'm waiting for my sign up to come through. That's why I couldn't do the full who is Kamal Woods tonight. I gave Tiffany a copy of my comment whose purpose was to ask her to reason with the trustees. Exactly. So that was his paper that he gave. I knew it was what he said, because he was like, it ain't nothing here talking about attacking. That's what he was saying. Paul, you so bold. I love you. He's so calm and bold. He's like, it's right here. It's right here. Just look at it. Following Keith Freeman. No, Keith Price big ass. I was like, oh shit, he following him now. You better leave that bulldog alone. He's like, huh. I ain't mad at you. Don't be afraid of him. You saw how I sat with Keith Price that whole time. Nobody afraid of that bully. Carmen has a temporary restraining order against him. Okay, we got more research to do. Thank you for telling me that, guys, because hopefully I can pull that up. I am grateful for you guys giving me that information in the audience, actually, because now she could use that for a reason not to show up. Until Tiffany get out of there, we can't do this to April, though. We can't do this to April. We got to come up with a better way. So now we know Carmen have a temporary restraining order against the big old bulldog, thicker than a snicker, Keith Price. But I know that him and Gerald had a problem as well. Carmen has an order of protection against Keith Price because he was probably bullying her. He got mad at her. He was mad at her. Didn't I tell you? Ain't that's crazy? You remember that time when she said she didn't receive the papers from him and he was sitting right behind her? And I was like, yo, he got them papers in his hand like he want to bust her in the back of the head with the papers. He was so mad. He was like, I was like, look at Keith Price. Look like he about to just bust in the back of the head. Something must have happened after that she had to go file a temporary restraining order. Carmen has, okay, so she has one on him. Paul, thank you. I was dying to know. Me too. Now we know possibly why Carmen don't show up too, because he is a monster. He is. If Carmen shows up to the meeting, doesn't Price have to leave? Yes. Hell to the yes. But is he gonna leave? I don't know. Is the cops gonna enforce it? By law, he ain't supposed to be by her, and that's where she's supposed to be. And he don't have to be mandated to be at those meetings. And somebody told me that he don't have no authority in Thornton. Not somebody told me. Somebody left it in Dolton politics that he don't have any authority. Now, I don't know if that was said by the judge, said by somebody, but that's what it was update. I hope that Carmen can go to the meetings and that the court will order Keith Price to call in via Zoom. All right, so that's something we could keep our eye on because we don't have to see that fat sucker for a while. Him over there bullying everybody. Who started threatening you, Paul, sitting next to you at the meeting? Wasn't that Smith or Price? That when they jumped up in his face, it was Price first. No, it was Smith. I'm sorry. It was Catch a Dog Smith with his whole Willie lump head. It made me mad. him, and then Price, and then the burgundy head hood rat, Tiffany Goon came up. I was mad. It was too many. I'm not used to that. Like I told you, you don't run up on people unless you want to fight. And I was like, yo, what is going on here? Are they about to fight this man? That's why I said, Mr. Roberts, you should have put temporary restraining order on all of them. At that time, each and every one of them threatened your life in front of everybody. You probably still got time, shit. Especially with the blonde, with the one with the burgundy hair. She like a little pit bull over there smoking hella weed in her project ass apartment where the heat is 1,000. I'm cracking jokes. You probably don't know nothing about that, Paul, but the people from the hood, they know what I'm talking about. Elevator that be broke and you living on 11th floor. That's who she looked like. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You talking about, I got them guns. I got nickel bags. That's what she looked like. So definitely, if you feel any discomfort, I really think that you should file a restraining order against each and every one of them. It's free. Fuck it. You smart enough to represent yourself. Carmen didn't go to the last meeting, and he was there. Who are you talking about, Gonzalez? All right, Tiffany let Michael Smith in before the public so he could sit in the chair next to the podium. Yep, like she always do. He started talking loudly as soon as I started speaking. No, he was watching for a little while. I watched him, but as soon as they caught on, the first person that caught on, I'm gonna be honest to what you were saying, like they kind of was like, oh shit, was actually Fania. I saw her face. She was like, she grabbed her face, and then Captain Dog Smith stood up like, and everybody, it was just lights out after that shit right there. But it is what it is. I'm telling you, like I said, I didn't call her that BTCH this whole time because I found another way to talk about her, because when Tiffany is in your presence, when you talk about her, it just makes you be vulgar. And you wasn't even vulgar. You know what I'm saying? Your analog was just too damn on point. And it hurt her feelings. I swear, I thought Lady with the walker was gonna throw the walker. I know you talking about Vivian. Hell yeah, Vivian about that life. If Vivian didn't had her walker and she needed, she'd be definitely holding it down. But she held it down. She rolled her ass right up there like, no. That's right. That's what. We need her. I appreciate you, Vivian. I love you guys. Also, today is to talk about Vivian. Today is 10/27. If you look at my community page, I send a shout out to Alexis Wilson. Every month on the 27th, I make a post about Alexis Wilson. I just need your help, guys. The hell. Hold on. Hold on one second. I got so many things. Everything started running at the same time. I do apologize. It was like everything. Okay, what I was about to show y'all. Oh, the Alexis Wilson thing. They ain't nothing but the devil. Let me see. Try to stop. I do want to show y'all that it is something that I need y'all help with, because my overall goal is to move this channel forward to hold on, I didn't mean to show y'all that. To move this channel forward so I can help as many people as possible. Where we at? Okay. You scared me. Where am I? I got so many things up. It's just ridiculous. That's the problem. And my goal is to get this officer off the streets. I know it may not mean a lot to you guys, but it do mean a lot to me. I am pursuing this officer and his whole livelihood, point blank, period. And what I posted today was just a continued petition that I have that highlights basically getting Officer Perez off of the beat. Okay. He doesn't deserve to be on the beat. He is a killer. He's a murderer. Okay. And this guy is going from state to state looking for jobs. Allegedly, he's in Indiana right now, but his last known employment was Forest Oak Police Station. He's still on the roster for there. So this petition is to help us get Officer Perez license revoked, kill a cop alert. So every 27th of the month, I make a post to highlight my third daughter, Alexis Wilson. So I just asked for you guys to help me in my process. All I need is a signature. So I had to just put that up there because it's very important. One of the things I do need you guys to pay attention to, because I know we've been doing a lot of comments and things like that, is that one of the things that is going to be on the table for this election is qualified immunity for police. And that is something that's very scary, no matter what race or color you are, because you saw how police in Dolton got away with doing things. So imagine if they had qualified immunity on a federal level. If I push for you guys to get control of your police station that were bullying you guys in your town, it is very important for you to know the policies of these candidates. So please pay attention to that, because that's something very dangerous. I am working with an organization that I will announce who they are, that is going to be feeding me cases of wrongful death, also road cops. The goal is to open the archives of all the police records so we can know who we're hiring. But if you have a federal policy that gives them immunity, it's literally like just lights out. Okay, we're going to have people who are going to be emboldened like Tiffany, and people's lives are going to be on the line. So I did want to highlight that, because I'm going to always do that. Justice for my third daughter. Please go to my community page and just put a signature. I'm at 90 right now. My goal is to get 5,000. Get 5,000, and I can add that on to what I have been doing as far in the background investigation. I'm trying to get as much information as possible. All right, let's get to the rest of these comments so I can get off of here, because it was only supposed to be an hour. I told you I'm coming back. Shut up. Who said my computer got rabies? Don't just say that. No, sometimes it be trying to act up. I don't know why. You so funny. I literally got it connected straight to dial up. It be nothing but the devil, and I just rebuke it. Carmen was being nice. It was her right to go to work. She should not have gone and asked to have him removed. Yeah, so they should have just did it. I feel you. Finding good, I understand what you're saying. They should have just did that. She shouldn't have to come back and do it again. So we're going to finish off with this comment. Say her name. Justice for Alexis Wilson. I want to say thank you for being here today with Grace Levi. It's been an amazing broadcast. I'm grateful to be able to update you on what I can. Again, I'm stressing about my friend. He ain't my friend. He's just somebody who I really like his momentum, and I care about his strive, and that is Nate Fields. I don't know him. Nothing of the sorts. I already told you guys when I was doing the video of who is running. I want you guys to be aware, and I just need you guys to help him, or someone else in Thornton needs to run, because y'all gonna have Henyard unasked that seat. So I'll see y'all in about an hour from here. Put your notifications on. Love you. Hit the like button. For real, for real. How about that?
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making it. Nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long.
I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. Live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. I don't know.
Boys, I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting along? You know why? Because we be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down.
Would you like to learn a brand new and innovative way to invest your extra money that has a low barrier to entry and low competition? What if I told you that it is a guaranteed method to get up to 18 to 20% return on your investment? Tax lien and deed purchasing is the only way to get into the real estate market through the back door. No credit and no loans needed. This method isn't commonly taught, and therefore the competition is very low, for now. Put together a 14-hour info-packed course which will teach you everything you'll need to know to get started. Learn at your own pace, step-by-step guided video and aids to start you on the TLC deed investment process. The course offers many learning tools for new investors, helping ensure you safely invest in tax liens and deeds. Contact us today and join the buyback team.